Welcome back to Inside the Idaho Vandals with head coach Rob Akey. I'm Dennis Patchen. There are weeks that are interesting and there are weeks that are interesting. Louisiana Tech, how good are they?
They're a real good football team. You know, they were in the top 25 this last week. I don't know if you saw the game with Texas A&M, but that was a whale of a football game now. And I know A&M's a good football team. You know, we played them a year ago. And then you got the combination of here's two offenses that are trying to set the world record for how many plays can they get run in one game. There were 250 plays played in that ball game. And, you know, where you gain your respect for Louisiana Tech, you know, they were in a situation where the scoreboard said that the game was over. You know what I mean? There was a lot to a little, and they kept battling. They found themselves into it, and they found some ways to make a couple big plays, and all of a sudden they were in the mix there. And then I think A&M had a couple miscues, and anyways, it comes right down to there's a 2-point play with seconds left in the game to have a chance to put it into overtime at you know, damn near 60 points apiece. So in that respect, yeah, they're a good football team. Obviously, they believe in themselves because they battled their tails off in that respect. What I see when I look at this football team, I see some good-looking athletes. You know, they got some you know, the skill positions, the small skill is what we like to call them. You know, so your wideouts, your DBs, those guys, running backs. They've got guys that can run and they run well. The two fronts have got good size to them. You know, and they're doing a good job in that respect. And I think their trigger man is doing a good job of you know, their quarterback in regards to making plays and making things happen. And certainly, you know, you have to, as you're talking about these guys and preparing for them, you're going to pay attention to number 4, their receiver. Patton is a tremendous player. He's a great competitor. He had a lot to do with some of those plays that got them back into the game against Texas A&M.
The key word, the new buzzword in college football is tempo when we're talking about offense. When a team plays that fast, in essence, I say it's fast break basketball. It's almost the Loyola Marymount under Paul Westhead, the Hank Gathers, Bo Kimball. When a team does that, what kind of problems does that cause a defense?
Well, if you don't get yourself off the field, you got a chance to get tired. and that's the bottom line. You know, they still have, if you stop them on 3 downs, we still come off the field and our offense gets the ball. So that's what we need to pay attention to. What it creates, you know, and the reason that they do it is they're looking to keep you from being able to substitute your personnel. And they're looking to you know, see if they can get you gassed is what it is that they're trying to do. And you know, that's the advantage, I guess, that an offense that tries to go about that does. But you know, it also can get the ball back in our hands in a quick period of time if we will do our job as a defense by stopping them in 3 downs, taking the football away, and interceptions or fumble recoveries, forced fumbles, things like that. You know, that kind of is what it is.
You're an old defensive coordinator. What's more worrisome to a defensive coordinator? The fact my guys are tired, or the fact I can't get the right substitution package in?
Well, I don't like having gassed guys. You know, I think we can attack things that they do, and we've got the ability. I can get a guy on the field if we need to get a guy on the field. You know, if we need to be in a nickel or something like that, and they don't get big enough that they can really take advantage of you if you did have a nickel in the game, so to speak. I like to have some fresh horses, and you know, we've got. You know, it depends on your depth and your ability to be able to do that. You know, at linebacker, our linebackers kind of need to play. And the defensive line, you know, we've been able to roll some guys in there, and that's pretty important to have some fresh horses up front. So that's, you know, that should you know, create some great motivation for our guys to get the job done the first time so that we can get ourselves off field.
When you play a team like that wants to go, I guess the best defense is keeping your offense on the field for long periods of time. Does that change your game plan and how you attack them?
As long as you're able to have success doing it that way, it can, yes. That's something certainly we talk about as a staff, something that, you know, we'll look to be able to approach. If you've got the ability to, you know, if we're running the ball well and we can, you know, that helps keep that clock going and those things. And as long as we're moving the ball, that's what matters. If we're having a hard time running the ball, we've got to do the same thing in throwing the football. But certainly the longer that we can be offensively out there, that works to our advantage. But now, at the same time, you know, that's not the way the game has to go. I mean, I'm not going to say no to a 1-play touchdown. You know, that'd be a good thing. We want that. The bottom line, we need to make sure that we're creating points, touchdowns, field goals when we do get those possessions. And I don't, you know, do what we can to help ourselves in regards to keeping the defense off the field. And maybe if there's been a stretch where they've been there for a period of time, we might need to, you know, be a little more concerned about trying to conserve some of that time. But I also don't want to be in a situation where that's our whole focus and we lose sight of the fact of what can be working for us.
All right, Louisiana Tech this weekend. Good luck. We appreciate the time, and we'll talk to you next week.
I'm looking forward to that.
Rob
Go
Akey,
Vandals.
and he joins us every week. And when we come back, good week for women's volleyball and women's soccer, and a very interesting piece this week on Campus Connection. We'll tell you more about all of that when Inside the Idaho Vandals continues.